Hey there, seekers of style knowledge and all that good stuff. Joe here from Style by Joe. I'm in the kitchen and obviously I'm preparing for another episode of What's in Joe's Mouth. Today we are making slow cooker beef goulash. Now again, my slow cooker has the cast iron insert that can pull off. So in the cast iron insert I have 2 tablespoons of canola oil heating up. And for me, 2 tablespoons is just twice around the pan. So in here, I have 3 tablespoons of all-purpose flour with a couple good cranks of black pepper and salt. And to that, I'm going to add 2 pounds of chopped stew meat. So we're going to seal this up. And if you have kids, this is a great task to give them to do. Getting kids in the kitchen with you makes them understand where food comes from, how it's prepared, and it makes them less picky of an eater. So we're just going to give this stew beef a good toss in here. And I find that this is the best way to coat everything evenly. Now all my oil seems to have pulled to one side, so I'm going to just swirl it around. And to that, we're going to add the stew beef, and I just want to get it brown on all sides. Now, don't add it all at once because that will lower the temperature of the cooking oil, and it won't get browned evenly. So I'm going to do a couple at a time, and when I'm done with this, I'll be back for the next step. Okay, so my second and last batch of meat is just about done. And see all that brownness? That's the sugars in the meat caramelizing, and that caramelizing is what equals flavor. Now, don't let it burn, because burnt is not flavor, but brown is. And you don't have to worry about cooking it all the way through. So I'm going to get the last little bit of that out. Set this down. Now we are going to add 1 red pepper cut into thin slices. 3 medium carrots cut into tiny chunks. Or, well, maybe medium-sized chunks, not tiny. To that, we're going to add a medium onion, again chopped. And we're going to let this go about 2 or 3 minutes. We want them to soften, but again, we don't want them to cook through. And we're cooking it in the same pot that we cooked the beef in because we want those flavors to stay in the same pot. We want the onions and the carrots to get that flavor. So I'll see you back in like 3 minutes. Okay, so our vegetables have cooked now. So now we're going to add 2 cloves of garlic. 1, 2. Now, when the first batch of vegetables were in there, I didn't mess with it too much. I kind of wanted them to get dark and seared. With the garlic in here, I'm going to stir it more frequently because I don't want the garlic to burn. I just want it to brown and get a deeper flavor. See you in a minute. Okay, so the garlic has cooked for a minute, and we now have our crock pot into our slow cooker. If you were using a skillet, at this point in time, you're going to pour about half of a cup and a half of beef stock over these vegetables. A little bit more. And you just want to go through here and now get up all of the goodness, the flour, the brown, the the beef juices, the vegetable juices that have formed on the pot. Obviously that's where the flavor is, but the flour specifically is going to be what we use to get this a little bit thicker so it's not quite as soupy. So you just, like I said, want to work through and just make sure that all of that goodness is gotten through there. We're going to add our beef back in, and be sure to get any of the beef drippings, call it what you want, the beef drippings into there. Give that a work through. We're going to pour the rest of the stock in there. And we're also going to put in 1/4 cup of sweet paprika. And it's sweet. It has a little bit of pungency to it, but this is definitely not its cousin, the spicy hot paprika. That would make it more a Spanish dish, where this is a Hungarian dish. So you just want to get everybody into the juice. Work down all the vegetables that have worked up. And the stock has already turned just this great burnt orange color. You're going to put a lid on this. You're going to cook it on low for 8 hours or high for 4 hours. Serve this over mashed potatoes, or pasta. I love pasta. I love breaded noodles. I feel like the sauce just plays really well with that. Again, slow cooker beef goulash is what's in Joe's mouth today. I'm Joe from Style by Joe, which of course by now is the YouTube channel that you have subscribed to. Style by Joe is also my Facebook. Style You by Joe is my Twitter and my Tumblr. Folks, stay stylish. I'll talk to you soon.